So I've been reading in Exodus about the plagues when Moses comes to take his people out of Egypt, God's people out of Egypt, and Pharaoh doesn't want to let them go. And you remember that Pharaoh has 10 plagues visited upon him and his people and his country. But I'm struck as Moses talks to Pharaoh, he says what's coming, and he says, tomorrow, tomorrow, tomorrow. It's as if he's warning Pharaoh, or maybe giving Pharaoh one day before he enacts the plague and asks God to bring down the plague. Maybe he's giving Pharaoh a chance to say, you know what? I've thought about it. I'm not going to persist in this. I'm going to let your people go. And it strikes me that God does a lot of that for us. I mean, he's made it very clear that Jesus is coming back. Now, if you're a believer and a Christian, that's an exciting thing. If you're not a believer in Jesus, then that can be a very frightening thing. But when that day happens, and it will, we can't be surprised by that. I mean, one of two things is going to happen to everyone. You're going to die, or you're going to be alive when Jesus comes. I'd like to live till Jesus comes, but I don't know when he's coming, and I'm getting older, so I suspect I'll probably die before he comes. But I want to tell you the point of that. Maybe God's giving you a chance to say, you know what, there is an end time out here when I'm going to bring judgment. My son's coming back, or you're going to die without making a decision for my son. And so I want you to know that time is coming. And in the interim, you've got a chance to make that decision about Jesus. You know, Pharaoh often refused to follow God's call, refused to listen to Moses, hardened his heart. Don't harden your heart. God's given you a chance to decide to follow him. And I'd urge you to do that before the plagues come. This is Steve Ridgell encouraging you. Make the decision now while you still have a chance to.